And we'll have more of NBC's Today Show right after this short break. I feel like I'm back at my day job right now. It's a good gig you guys put me into tonight. I'm here at number 29, table 29. This is the Northwestern University. My friend Joey, class of 2021, the executive producer and anchor of the Northwestern News Network. When I got there, we hand-delivered VHS tapes to the dorms and said to our friends, please watch. Right now, our next presenter is a fellow Medill alum who is currently a digital reporter with ABC7 right here in Chicago, my friend Jesse Kirsch.
Thank you, Peter. And for everyone who doesn't know out there, Northwestern beat Iowa on the road, going to the championship in probably right around a month. So go Cats. I know you've heard that a few times tonight. Had to get it out there one more time. So good evening, everybody. I was in 2016 the proud recipient of the Chicago Midwest Chapter's Board of Governors Scholarship. Beyond financial support and a confidence booster in my ability, that scholarship meant the opportunity to come to this night, to attend the Emmy Awards as a student with all of you. And when I look over at that table where the students who are currently there are, some of whom I still know. Hey, yep, hey Andy. It's really cool to be up here just a few years later and be able to be on the other side of this and be cheering them on. So that's been really special for me. But being at that dinner gave me a chance to be up close, in person, seeing the tenacity, the compassion, and the drive that is needed to win these coveted awards that people are getting up here tonight. I saw my dream in action that night, and I wanted it even more as a result. I'm humbled to be living that dream now and honored to help celebrate this scholarship program and the continuing impact it has for countless students. So now we're going to present the awards for sports programming. First up, category 7A, sports program feature or segment. And the nominees are
Battle Tested, Cubs Advance to NLCS, Cubs Productions. Inside the Mind, Josh Adams, Fighting Irish Media. Sam Bush, A Forever Moment, Fighting Irish Media. Rizzo wins Roberto Clemente Award, Cubs Productions. Into Focus, Nick Weischer, Fighting Irish Media. Fighting Irish Media presents Lee Kiefer, Fighting Irish Media.
And the Emmy goes to Inside the Mind, Josh Adams, Fighting Irish Media. Come on up.
In the game, when the ball is snapped, there's no time to think, just react. Training kicks in, instincts take over.
There we go.
Thank you. I'd like to accept this on behalf of my counterparts in Fighting Irish Media, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight as they're covering the game against Florida State, which they're winning. I had the unique opportunity to work with these people for 2 years, and I know how incredibly hard they work day in, day out to tell the amazing stories of Notre Dame athletes. And on behalf of all of those incredibly talented people who I now get to sit very close to and see this work day in, day out, thank you.
Okay, now on to category 7B, Sports Program Series. The nominees in this category are
Cubs Off-Season in Florida, Cubs Productions. Onward, Notre Dame, Fighting Irish Media. Packers Life, Packers Portraits, Green Bay Packers. Boondock Nation, Blower Pow in British Columbia, Discover Media Works, Inc. On the Clock, Inside the Chicago Blackhawks 2017 Draft. Banner Collective and Chicago Blackhawks.
And the Emmy goes to Onward, Notre Dame, Fighting Irish Media.
You see, on these two university campuses lay the breeding ground of the longest continuous intersectional rivalry in the country. Unarguably, the greatest intersectional rivalry in the college game. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, the Trojans of Southern Cal. Make no mistake, when these teams play, it's for real.
Once again, on behalf of my colleagues at Fighting Irish Media, thank you to the Academy for this honor, and thank you to the university's support at every level of leadership that allows these stories to be made. Thank you.
A bit too much Notre Dame in there for my taste. For Cat, especially this week. I know. For category 7C now, just pouring something to sting on that. All right. For category 7C now, one-time sports specials, the nominees are
Echoes 2017 Notre Dame Football Award Show, Fighting Irish Media. Signing Sakura, Banner Collective, and Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago Bears, Meet the Rookies 2017, Chicago Bears Network. Three of a Kind, Odd Lank Media. Scout Story, Cubs Productions. Spotlight, Vin Baker, Fox Sports, Wisconsin.
And the Emmy goes to 2 awardees in this category. Signing Sakura, Banner Collective, Chicago Blackhawks, and Scout Story, Cubs Productions.
Was there ever any doubt that you would be here whenever college ended for you?
No. There's obviously some people a little doubt, but there's a reason I went back for my senior year there. Just try to stay grounded there and keep this whole Chicago thing in the background until my college season ended and then end up here.
These are the guys you get excited about because you've invested a lot of time in him, and we think Dylan's got a chance to be a real special player for us, so it gets you excited.
Every day we get to go scout with this mindset of we're going to beat 29 other teams today. I want to beat them on information. I want to beat them on the evaluation. I love the competitive nature of it.
We get to shape the future of the organization by the people we bring in.
The Chicago Cubs select Javier Baez.
Thank you for this honor. On behalf of Cubs Productions, thank you to the baseball operations, the players, and the scouts who brought us into their lives to tell their story. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a big honor for us. Thanks to the Chicago Blackhawks. They give us incredible access, allow us to do some pretty amazing stories. Big thanks to Banner Collective. Justin Zipser, amazing, talented shooter, editor on this project. This was a lot of fun for us to produce, and we're very honored to have this award. Thank you.
Moving on to category 7D, live sport event or game. The nominees are
Chicago White Sox 1917 game versus Cleveland, NBC Sports, Chicago. The Game of the Week, Evanston's Winning Shot, WCIU. NBC5 presents the Bank of America Chicago Marathon, WMAQ. Notre Dame Hockey versus Minnesota, Fighting Irish Media. Milwaukee Bucks Basketball, Fox Sports, Wisconsin.
And the Emmy goes to Chicago White Sox 1917 game versus Cleveland, NBC Sports, Chicago.
White Sox baseball on CSN is presented by State Farm. 1917, 7 years after the debut of Old Comiskey Park, we come to you from the new place, guaranteed right field, the White Sox and the Cleveland Indians as we celebrate the 1917 World Champions.
All right. Congratulations to NBC Sports Chicago. We'll accept on behalf of them. Thank you. Finally for me, category 7E, sports program or interview discussion. The nominees are
Sports Edition, Black History Month Special, WCIU. Inside the Friendly Confines, Cubs Productions. Hometown Managers, Fox Sports, Wisconsin.
And the Emmy goes to Inside the Friendly Confines, Cubs Productions.
Speaking of the city and the fans here, I mean, you're beloved in this town, obviously winning a World Series last year. Do you ever just like kind of, sit back and go, wow, this is incredible, man. You're like a rock star here.
All the time, especially where I came from early in my career in Baltimore, having some struggles there, and then being a part of a couple really special years here, winning the first playoff game in the organization in a number of years.
Thank you very much. First of all, congratulations to everybody with Cubs Productions. It was a tremendous honor to be asked to interview the players and walk around the bases, and I always felt as a former player and somebody who played the game, it was always nice to kind of humanize the guys a little bit. and to see that personal side of them, to wonder why Jake Arrieta paints his fingernails, or what kind of fish Alvaro Mora catches, and it was a lot of fun doing it throughout the year. So a lot of hard work. All of the cameraman and everybody put together some tremendous interviews. We had a lot of fun doing it, and thank you very much for this incredible honor. This is really cool. Thank you.
Talking about the Cubbies, raised a diehard Cub fan. My dad used to take us to Ho-Ho-Com every spring training. I watched Game 7 of the Cubs World Series that they won it on Donald Trump's campaign plane with like limited Wi-Fi, where we literally watched balls and strikes as like a green or a red dot. So that's the way I celebrated the Cubbies' victory. I'm gonna have to live with that as a Cubs fan for the rest of my life. Before we move on right now, we would like to recognize and thank our silver sponsor for tonight's event, WGN, Channel 9 right here. Thank you guys. Things are looking pretty good at WGN. Y'all booked a bunch of tables tonight. Congratulations. Next, a reporter who is joining us with the NBC affiliate in Cincinnati, Alexis Rogers.
Hello, good evening. You all look so beautiful. Tall girls, I tell you. Well, one of my mentors always tells me that you don't know what you don't know. And at 18, I didn't know how big of an impact NATAS would have on my life. It's so surreal to be back home right now. And I knew that I had a curious bug for journalism, and that I knew I wanted more. And I quickly found out that you can accomplish amazing things when someone believes in you. And the NATAS Silver Circle Scholarship helped me afford college during a time when my family and I really needed a blessing. And even in our professional lives, it takes a village, and I'm honored that NATAS was willing to be a part of mine. My first day in college at the University of Missouri School of Journalism, go Tigers, MIZ, was also my first day at the local NBC affiliate, and I never looked back. From there, we went to Little Rock, and now I'm in Cincinnati. And thanks to the opportunities to the NATAS scholarship afforded me, I've been able to soar at an amazing rate in my career and impact the communities around me by showing excellence and compassion through journalism. So thank you, NATAS, for believing in this high-energy, sassy, curious kid from Naperville who is honored to make you proud every single day. Thank you for sowing a seed in my life. All right, well, our next category is category number 21A, and this is for the news anchor category. Let's go ahead and get these talented presentations on the upload.
Brad Hicks, WITI. Larry Potash, WGN. Terrell Brown, WLS. Irene Sanchez, WSNS. Melinda Davenport, WISN.
And the Emmy goes to my grandmother's favorite, Terrell Brown, WLS.
Quick break here on a Friday morning. When we come back, why today might be the one day of the year that it is okay to unfriend someone on Facebook, and I've already got one person in mind.
I am so honored. I couldn't be more grateful, but honestly, this is a testament to the wonderful and incredibly talented people that I get to work with at WLS every single day. A big shout out to table number 12. And without them, I would not be able to stand here on this stage tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And the nominees for category number 21B, weather anchor, are
John Hanson, WCIU. Larry Mowry, WLS. Cameron Moreland, WGBA. Drew Burgoyne, WDJT. Maria Elena Bonticello, WSNS.
And there are 2 Emmys being awarded for this category. First up, Larry Mowry, WLS, and Maria Elena Ponciello, WSNS.
You may have heard the term before, but what a supermoon is, it's a full moon that happens to occur when the moon is at one of its closest points to the Earth in its orbit. And the reason for that is because the moon, that As it orbits around the Earth, it's not a perfect circle. At some points, it's closer to the Earth. At other points, it's farther away. It's got this elliptical orbit to it.
Buenos días, mi recomendación para todos los que nos ven en casita, salgan a caminar porque tendremos un día espectacular con bastante sol. Las temperaturas en estos momentos por los 70 grados, pero ya después de las 3 de la tarde, esas temperaturas estarán por arriba de los 75 grados. Estas son las máximas que tendremos el día de hoy. Como ven, hacia el suroeste veremos cifras por los 80 grados.
Did you guys all get that? I'm going to quiz you. So, oh my God, this is great. This marks my 20th year with NBC Telemundo, and like the song says, there's no place I'd rather be. This is the result of so many people teaching me, coaching me, believing in me, sitting down next to me, inspiring me. There's so many names: Diana, David, Meredith, of course, Brent, Miller, Joey, Maricela, Alicia, Kaylee, so many. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting some, but of course, I also want to thank my husband, who every year is getting sweeter and sweeter. Te amo. I don't know where you are, but te amo. And this goes to my 2 daughters, Nico and Luis. Without you guys, this means nothing. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for this. Thank you to my wife and kids. We had a soccer game today outside, and I said to the coach, I'm like, you know, a meteorologist, why are we playing today outside? It was cold out there today. But this is such an honor, and as Terrell said, it's an honor to work at such a wonderful station as WLS. The history there, I will say, I want to say a big thank you to Jerry Taft, too, who will probably never know how much he guided me over the past couple of years. So I thank him for that. And thank you to everyone here tonight, and thank you to the Table 12 over there, WLS. Thank you all.
For Category 21C, sports anchor, reporter, play-by-play, the nominees are
Sophia Minert, Fox Sports, Wisconsin; Scott Grodsky, WDJT; Charlie Sokadis, WGBA.
And the Emmy goes to Sophia Minart, Fox Sports, Wisconsin.
Talk about making a good first impression with your new team, right? Craig, all he did in those first 3 games in San Diego was put together 8 hits, 3 RBIs, stole a few stolen bases as well. So Kane already making an impact, whether it's in the leadoff spot or hitting second. He'll be back in the leadoff spot here this afternoon. And for Kane, it is a homecoming for him.
Wow, thank you so much. First of all, to my parents who are here tonight, starts with family, right? Family always has to be first. Thank you to Tony Tortorisi, our executive producer at Fox Sports Wisconsin, who is also here tonight. And also, as we all know, in live sports production, all of the talent truly is in the truck. So to the producers, the directors, the camera operators, all the graphics people, we truly have the best crew, I believe, in Milwaukee. And I'm so grateful to work with them each and every day. And this will be an unpopular opinion in this room, but I'd like to thank the Brewers for winning the NL Central here at Wrigley Field. I love working with the Brewers each and every day, and I am so grateful to the front office, manager Craig Counsell, the players, the coaches, who are so gracious with their time every day. So thank you.
For Category 21D, program host, moderator, the nominees are
Elliot Bambro, Chicago's Best, Oakbrook Productions; Sandy Max, Composite, WMVS; Ryan Shiverini, Windy City Live, WLS; John McGivern, Composite, WMVS; Jane Manzouris, Living Healthy Chicago, Oakbrook Productions; Giovanni Evans, Moss Reviews, WGBO.
And the Emmy goes to Elliot Bambro, Chicago's Best, Oakbrook Productions.
Brian, Michael, you guys are in the doghouse. You sent us to Lincoln Park, to Chicago's doghouse, for a traditional dog? You guys better hope there's something more exotic on the menu. Outrageous eats. You're lucky I'm throwing you guys a bone. And that, kids, is why you pay attention in school. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to WGN for taking a chance on a limey. Thank you to my wife. Always thank your wife. Thank you to my stablemates, past and present, on the show. To all the other nominees, Jane, for your first nomination as well, I love you. You did great. I've not really got a lot else to say. This is awesome. I love this stuff. Thank you very much.
For category 21E, program correspondent, narrator, performer, the nominees are
Roger Am, A Golden Cross to Bear, a story of the 33rd Division in World War I, Episode 1, A New Kind of War, Cane Star Productions, WTVP. Angela Ingersoll, Get Happy, Angela Ingersoll sings Judy Garland, HMS Media. Carl Deffenbaugh, Composite, WITI.
And the Emmy goes to Carl Deffenbaugh, Composite, WITI.
And we are off. All right, to break this down for us, we're eventually going to end up 100 feet in the air, high above Six Flags Great America.
Absolutely, and we're working our way there now. As you see, a little bit of frontward action, now backwards, and here we go,
and
all the way up
let your limbs
and around.
Loose.
And if you look, oh my God!
Hold it in.
Andy, you have to
open your eyes. You have to open your eyes.
So clearly I'm not Carl, but on behalf of Carl, thank you and congratulations. He's at home taking care of a young human. So often as the guy on the other side of the camera, I can't think of a better deserving fellow to win the award. Thank you very much.
Young humans are pretty important. I would say so myself. All right. Category 21F, News General Assignment Reporter. The nominees are
Jonathan Gregg, WITI. Amy DuPont, WITI. Jeremy Ross, WBBM.
And the Emmy goes to Jonathan Gregg, WITI.
Unbeknownst to the family, Sean Coffert had neatly filed away his adventures in half a dozen photo albums.
Oh, now I got something to look at.
The pictures were discovered in a Plymouth storage locker in the days following his death.
Seriously, I thought he was nuts. I was like, who takes this many pictures? But that was him. Kept everything documented.
A life lived to the fullest.
Oh, thank you. There are many reasons why I am fortunate and proud in this moment. I'll tell you briefly about 3 reasons. Number 1, fortunate to work with both of the other nominees, former co-worker Jeremy Ross and presently Amy here at WITI. The second, I am very proud as an MMJ, as a solo video journalist, that all the entries in that composite were MMJ stories, day turn stories. So I'm proud that that work is being acknowledged among so many great reporters in this region. And 3, very fortunate that my younger sister and proud Chicago resident, Candace Gregg, has joined me tonight here at the Emmys. She is my biggest champion and at the best times, my most thoughtful critic. So what I would like to do is please yield the remaining time that I have to hear a round of applause for my sister, Candace Gregg. Thank you.
Amazing. Sisters need love too. I get that. All right. For category 21G, investigative reporter, the nominees are
Jason Knowles, WLS. Ben Bradley, WGN. Brian Polson, WITI. Dave Savini, WBBM.
And the Emmy goes to Brian Polson, WITI.
And she's a regular here on Greenfield Avenue, a hotbed of prostitution and human trafficking.
Human trafficking exists in all 72 counties of Wisconsin.
The human sex trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Federal prosecutors say
Wisconsin is perceived, I think, as a place where perhaps you can get away with it.
Milwaukee is a major hub.
Well, somebody asked me, is there an award you'd want to win? And if there's one, this is it, the investigative reporting category, and against some of the toughest competition in the business. And I'm honored, I'm humbled, and I have to thank the team that I work with because they're incredible. Executive producer Leanne Watson, Dave Machuda, our editor, at home Stephen Davis, who rarely gets much credit but works with us tremendously hard, and all of the photographers at Fox 6 News. I mean, you're hearing WITI over and over again, and I say this, it's for good reason, because they are some of the best in the business. And most of all, I want to thank our news director and general manager who believe in investigations and have put the resources into doing it. That is so important. I hope every station continues to do that. It's important work, and I'm just lucky to be a part of it. Thank you.
And for category 21H, traffic transportation reporter, the nominees are
Roz Varon, WLS, Andy Brovelli, WDJT, Jennifer Milkowski, WFLD.
All right. And the Emmy goes to Roz Varon, WLS.
So you have to do this 3-mile stretch in order to get through. You're going to have to use either US 30, because that will go over the tracks, or all the way south to 93rd. Those are the only ways that you can cross, and we're talking about more than 3 miles of area that is blocked by the freight. Chopper 7 HD is over the situation right now. It was a Jeep Wrangler that was struck in the area around 81st and Patterson.
After all these years, I still get so nervous right before my category. I am so grateful for this award. I am so grateful to work at such an incredible station with all these incredible people at table number 12. Do you know, in March of next year, I will have been doing this for 30 years. And I am very grateful for that kind of longevity in this career. Thank you to my husband and my daughter who are here with me, and they are here with me all the time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the support of Channel 7, my colleagues. Thank you for my biggest fan, that would be my mother, who is watching the live stream. She is my good luck charm. And my father, who is also my good luck charm, is watching from heaven. Thank you.
A very special part of this evening, one that we all join together in celebrating, the future of our business. We want to learn a little something about the Chicago Midwest Chapter's scholarship program. Take a look at the video screens.
25 years ago, the Chicago Midwest Chapter began its scholarship program, and next year will reach $500,000 in funds distributed to college seniors and graduate students studying broadcast journalism and television production. Longtime scholarship donors have joined with the NATAS Chicago Foundation, a registered 501c3 organization, to help encourage the next generation of broadcasters in their career development. Don Ephraim and the Ephraim family have been part of the program from the beginning, as were anchorman John Drury and meteorologist Tom Skilling. Through the years, many Chicago TV industry giants have been scholarship donors, from film critic Roger Ebert to Wild Kingdom creator Don Meyer, from Tribune executive Sheldon Cooper to Columbia College's Ed Morris and Luke Palermo. 15 years ago, in addition to scholarships presented each year at the Emmy Awards, the chapter expanded the program to include scholarships for promising high school seniors. Each spring at the Silver Circle Honors event, the chapter distributes 3 to 5 scholarships to high school seniors to help with their first year of college as they pursue studies in journalism and TV production. Some of these scholarships have been awarded to honor TV icons who have recently passed away, including Roger Ebert, Gene Cartwright, Al Hall, Carol Cooling, and Deborah Gunn. Thus far, more than 136 students attending 35 universities in 15 states have benefited from these scholarships and have gone on to successful careers as reporters, anchors, weathercasters, producers, editors, documentarians, and more. The Chicago Midwest chapter celebrates these hard-working young people who are the future of our industry. We salute the named scholarship donors who have been the backbone of the program. And we thank the TV Academy members and the NATAS board officials whose generous donations have built this outstanding scholarship program through its first quarter century.
I'm Carol Cartwright. I'm president of the NATAS Chicago Foundation, and we're delighted to welcome you all to this Emmy celebration highlighting former scholarship recipients. And now, through the magic of video, we'd like to introduce to you this year's Chicago Midwest Scholarship winners. Meet the Chicago Midwest NATAS Chapter 2018 College Scholars. Isra Al-Zamli is a senior journalism major at Loyola University, where she anchors a daily update of campus events. Working as an intern for NBC's Midwest Bureau on the Lester Holt Across America series strengthened her goal to work as a reporter, using her life experience in the Muslim community to create features, documentaries, and hard news stories that reflect a diversity of people and ideas. Isra receives the Paul Lisnek Scholarship. Carla Rogner is a Dean's List senior multimedia journalism major at Loyola University. She works in the university studio where she sets up cameras and delivers news at the anchor desk. Carla is proud to be the social media director for the Society of Professional Journalists. Recognizing the impact of technology in reporting, she intends to embrace it as a multimedia journalist. Carla receives the Bernstein Global Wealth Management Scholarship. Ian Rusrock is a senior cinema and television arts major at Columbia College. He's the essence of the multi-talented person with a keen sense of humor. Ian writes, directs, creates, produces, and distributes as an entrepreneur. Currently a lead producer in the documentary production class at Columbia, Ian is very proud of a short narrative film he recently wrote, directed, produced, and distributed called The Last Chicken Nugget. Ian receives the Tom Skilling Scholarship. Meredith Sonnefeld is an energetic journalism major at Northwestern University. As a producer and director for the Northwestern News Network, she creates product for shows like Catnip, a variety entertainment video publication. She has interned with Windy City Live and The Late Show, where even holding an Emmy won by that show was a thrill. Meredith receives the Ephraim Family Foundation Scholarship. Hannah Zettel is a senior majoring in journalism at Illinois State University. With a lifelong goal of becoming a news anchor, she experienced the flavor and hard work necessary in achieving that goal, working as an ABC News 1 intern in Washington, where she interviewed officials like Senator Chuck Grassley, observed life behind a camera, and received a full tour of the Pentagon, including a briefing from officials in Baghdad. Hannah receives the Branson Silver Dollar City NATAS Scholarship. Congratulations to the Chicago Midwest NATAS Chapter 2018 College Scholars. And here they are. Let's congratulate our 2018 scholarship winners, Ian, Meredith, Isra, Carla, and Hannah, and their donors, Tom Skilling, the Ephraim family, Paul Lisnek, Bernstein Global Wealth, and Branson Silver Dollar City. Let's give them a round of applause. You can learn more about our scholarship program in tonight's program book or on our website, and we encourage each of you to get involved and introduce. I'd like to now introduce two visitors from the National Leadership Team of NATAS, National Chairman Terry O'Reilly and President Adam Sharp, himself a former TV Academy National Scholarship winner. Please applaud.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be back in Chicago. I should mention my first date with my wife was at the 40th Chicago Emmy Awards when we were both students at Medill, paid for in part by that NATAS scholarship. That scholarship also led to my introduction to then NATAS trustee Diana Borey, my first full-time boss at WMAQ NBC5, and Chicago also where I first met my Northwestern News Network colleagues, Peter Alexander and Mike Lowe. So quite the reunion tonight. Thank you for having us back.
Thank you all for having us. The score, I believe, is Notre Dame 32, Florida State 6 at the half. Go Irish. I'm a WNDU graduate, you know. I promised him I'd stay on script. In addition to your chapter's remarkable scholarship program, our National Academy distributes scholarships annually to outstanding high school seniors. This year, 2 of those scholarship winners are from your region, and we'd like to recognize these 2 accomplished young men.
Jack Hemingway from Newa Valley High School, now attending DePaul University here in Chicago, is the winner of the Douglas E. Mummert Scholarship for students studying television who've made contributions through community service. And Max Abrahamson from Lyons Township High School, who is enrolled at Ball State University in Indiana. He's the winner of the Jim McKay Scholarship for students pursuing careers in sports television.
We wish them well in their academic pursuits and in their future television careers, and we also want to thank the individuals and the networks that make our national scholarship programs possible. So let's hear it for these 2 terrific scholars and for all of tonight's scholarship winners. (32-6) at the half. Now let's get back to the Emmys.
Hey guys, we thought we'd pull back the curtain, take you behind the scenes here for tonight's Emmy Awards, here with our beautiful ladies, the models who are helping us out tonight. Thank you guys very much. This is a special evening. We want to move on right now with our next presenter, who is part of the Tribune Media family by way of Weigel Broadcasting, Alethea Master.
Well, hello, everybody. I actually feel really cool being up here. Can I just say, especially with all my fellow presenters, it's really cool. I've always kind of wanted to stand up here. But so, you know, I'll never forget the day back in 2008. I had a late day at Columbia, and I was walking home feeling pretty blah on a pretty cold and dreary day. I had a voicemail, and as I listened, I felt my face get warm, and a smile came to my face that I couldn't lose, even if I tried. I was being awarded the Palermo Scholarship, and I thought, me? Like, really? And, you know, while, of course, there's that obvious financial benefit, for me, it was that feeling I will always have nestled, like, deep in my heart. It was that, like, winning feeling that I could accomplish anything that I put my mind to, and that belief has honestly propelled me in my career and in my life far beyond anything I honestly ever imagined. So I say, you know, always remember, like, dream big, always. And so now I'm on to my presenter duties for the evening. First category is category 8A, which is Cultural Documentary Program. Más que la Playa, Story Screen, LLC. Making a New American Nutcracker, WTTW. Talk of the Town, architects Mark and Nada Brightman, WTTW. And the Emmy goes to Making a New American Nutcracker, WTTW.
It's a brand new nutcracker. Christopher Wilden is a choreographer who had a brilliant idea to place the Nutcracker in the Chicago World's Fair.
He wanted to do the Nutcracker with poor people instead of rich people.
All right. There's Tom Orland. Where's Dan Souls? Why are you not up here? Holy mackerel. All right, so this award is shared with Tom Orland, Caitlin Scannell, Dan Souls from WTTW. This is about people who dream big. Dream big. Dream big. These are some artists who took the Nutcracker and the story of the 1893 fair here in Chicago, and they found the greater truth buried in the history of the fair. The fair is a celebration of the greatest in America, the celebration of our excellence, but it also was a time of incredible effort by immigrant workers to create something special for the world without them being the center of it. And so the Nutcracker, which is a story of abundance, became the story of a single mother who was a sculptor and artist in her home on Christmas Eve. And this was done by some brilliant artists. So I'd like to thank the Joffrey Ballet for bringing this to us, Bigfoot Media for shooting all the incredible footage of the ballet, our shooters Tom Siegel, our editor Paul Thornton, who else am I forgetting? Tchaikovsky? Maybe Tchaikovsky. All right, thanks. This is very, very, very cool. And my wife. But I'm going to thank my mom, who brought me to the Nutcracker when I was a child and would whisper in my ear every time, "Look, Danny, the tree's growing." And so there we go. Thanks, Mom.
All right, for category 8B, historical documentaries, the nominees are A Golden Cross to Bear, a story of the 33rd Division in World War I, Cane Star Productions, WTVP. A City at War, Chicago, Chicago Marine Heritage Society and Brian Calley's Productions. 20, Cubs Productions. Fighting on Both Fronts, the story of the 370th, WTTW. A Call for Freedom, TLN and 42 Media. Our House, the Wisconsin Capitol, Wisconsin Public Television. And the Emmy goes to A Call for Freedom, TLN, 42 Media.
Luther comes along and he discovers that salvation is a free gift to all who believe, and that you become your own priest before God, and you do not need the papacy. What you need is a personal relationship with God, and that changed everything.
Wow, now that's a surprise. We're so glad to be here. When they asked us to do a documentary on the 500th anniversary of the Reformation, we all said, whoa, that's going to be a hard one to make interesting. So we all got together, and we can't do this without a great team. So I just want to acknowledge the team. Troy Miller, who cannot be with us here tonight, executive producer Dr. Erwin Lutzer, executive producer Greg Bogdan, me producer, Joel Maines, and then Pam Zellick, associate producer, Jeff DeVries, associate producer, and Nick Alinovich. Great team. You can't do it without a team, and I'm just, whoa, I'm so proud of us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And now for category 8C, topical documentaries, the nominees are Everyday Heroes, Grace in the Eye of the Storm, Spirit Juice Studios. Violence, the New Plague, WGN. Secrets of an Entrepreneur, WGBO. Searching for Sustainability, Discover MediaWorks Inc. and landsandlives.org. And the Emmy goes to Violence, the New Plague, WGN.
When you ask kids to raise their hand if they know somebody who's been a victim of a homicide, almost every hand goes up.
There have been times when I've had to tell someone on Mother's Day that their child died.
I looked at myself and I go, do I want to join a gang? Do I want to deal drugs? Or do I want a better life for myself?
When we work in the city of Chicago, we know violence is a plague. We interviewed a family who lost not one but 2 young boys, and then the father had a heart attack from all the pain that he endured. The doctors and nurses are suffering from PTSD. And so we wanted to do it differently. How do you do that and have it not look like an everyday violence story? These 2 right here, Catherine Zink and Mike D'Angelo, the best producers ever. Thank you. Mike said, who edited that? That was really good. Yes, it was, because you are a master, and I love you both. I have to very quickly say, Sanem D'Angelo, Mike's wife, every night it's like, can he work late? We've got to go do this story. And she says, sure, babe, go ahead. I'll take care of the kids. And to my husband who holds down the fort, I love you dearly. Thank you so much.
For Category 9, Informational Instructional Program or Segment, the nominees are Family Travel with Colleen Kelly, Wisconsin Public Television and Kelly Media Productions. Chicago's Best, Best Chicago Originals, Oak Brook Productions. 1942, U Chicago's Race to the First Nuclear Reaction, University of Chicago. Nuclear Reactions, A Complex Legacy, University of Chicago. UW Waukesha Field Station, WMVS. And the Emmy goes to Chicago's Best, Best Chicago Originals, Oak Brook Productions.
After 7 years
Took you a long time.
and more than 1,200 restaurants,
We're finally here.
Chicago's Best is turning 250.
Delicious.
Decadent.
Good food.
To celebrate the milestone, we're taking you to some true Chicago originals.
Wow. I have lost so many times.
How many times, Jason?
I've lost 17 times.
Wow, imagine that!
My dad likes to call me 17-time Emmy loser, Jason Polavoy, so yes, it feels good. I want to thank Josh Kaufman, Elliot Bambra, Brittany Payton, who's not here tonight, Randall Goldman, Jordan Arsenault, Mike Jazz, who is at a wedding. I think that's everyone who was on the show at the time, right? No one else matters. And my wife, who is at home with our 6-month-old tonight. So thank you guys so much.
And my last category for the evening, Category 10, Interview Discussion Program or Segment. The nominees are Black History Month, The Movement, WCIU. Windy City Live, Turning Point Chicago, WLS. Windy City Live, Scavenger Hunt, WLS. Windy City Live, March for Our Lives Town Hall, WLS. Chicago Tonight, The Weekend Review 40th Anniversary Special, WTTW. Backstage Chicago, Blue Man Group, Comcast. And the Emmy goes to Windy City Live, Turning Point Chicago, WLS.
The figure can be numbing. So far in 2017, more than 1,200 people shot. And as the weather heats up, fear. So we're doing something unique and hopefully powerful in our studio today. Parents who've lost children and former gang members helping lead the conversation. A woman who cares so deeply about this city and who has a powerful voice.
Alrighty then. Our executive producer, Matt Knudsen, could not be here tonight, but we have a very small but mighty team, and we are really lucky to work with the people that we work with day in and day out. So on behalf of all of them, we just want to say thank you.
And when you arrived tonight, you had a chance to enter our all-expense-paid trip to Branson, Missouri. Branson and Silver Dollar City are our platinum sponsor for tonight's event. Before we pick the winners, let's see what all Branson has to offer.
The bucket list. Amazing stuff you just have to do. Defy, conquer. For Branson, 2019 will be the year of the bucket list with amazing new things to experience. Fritz's Adventure opens America's first Aerodiem outdoor flying adventure. A vertical open-air 140-mile-per-hour wind tunnel. The thrill of skydiving in a safe, controlled environment for guests young and old. Big Cedar Lodge redefines the perception of golf in the Ozarks. Unveiling Ozarks National Golf Course, designed by architects Bill Core and Ben Crenshaw. Carved into the Ozark Mountains with incredible vistas and beautiful views, this 18-hole course is fully walkable and capable of hosting future PGA and USGA tournaments. The all-new Bass Pro Shop Shooting Academy is a world-class training facility, ideal for families, group outings, and private events. 920 acres of activity set against the stunning backdrop of the Ozarks. NASCAR-themed Thunder Rally go-karts open at Big Cedar Lodge. Designed by 2017 NASCAR champion Martin Truex Jr. and crew chief Cole Pearn. Thunder Rally delivers high-speed fun for the whole family with powerful turbo boosts to blast past the competition. Wonderworks, the Upside Down Adventure, is a science-focused indoor amusement park for the mind. 4 floors of non-stop edutainment for all ages with over 100 hands-on interactive exhibits. Andy B's Bowl Social, a unique mix of boutique bowling, attractions, and dining at Branson Landing. Modern American cuisine, local craft brews, wine and craft cocktails, plus lots of social games to bring everyone together. New celebrity dining experiences come to Branson Landing. Jimmy Buffett's Land Shark Bar and Grill lights up the night in 2019 with a taste of the tropics, live entertainment, and a 2,000 square foot fountainside patio.
Look who's coming, y'all.
Paula Dean's Family Kitchen, a one-of-a-kind family-style dining experience featuring the Dean family's own recipes.
And I'm bringing tons of food and good people with me. I will see all of y'all in 2019.
Silver Dollar City presents the Year of Shows and Festivals, a new $1 million original mega production show for summer, Reuben's Swashbuckling Adventure, and new for fall, a spectacular nighttime experience, Pumpkin Nights. Thousands of glowing pumpkins artfully brought to life throughout the streets of the city, creating the biggest fall in the park's nearly 6-decade history. What will you conquer first in Branson? Begin your 2019 Branson bucket list now at explorebranson.com. We're waiting.
And now it's time to pick the winners. Helping me out is Lynn Barry from Branson and Lisa Rao from Silver Dollar City.
Hey guys, are you tired of us yet? We're having a blast. All right, what do we have, Lynn? Okay, all right. I didn't bring my glasses, so you'll have to read it.
The first winner, Justin Kolavasek. Yeah, yes. And the second winner is Allison Sweeney. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you.
A Los Angeles-based Emmy-winning director, producer, and animator is our next presenter tonight. Please join me in welcoming home Chicagoan Kyle Kogan.
Good evening. I'm filled with tremendous gratitude to be here tonight. In 2011, I was the Sharon Palermo Memorial Scholarship winner. The scholarship and my time at Columbia College has laid the path for success in the entertainment industry. As a behind-the-scenes guy, it's an honor, and I'm humbled to be presenting tonight. Let's get to the awards. First category, graphics, arts, and animation, set design.
Philip Ashby, Rodney Lambright, Brian Lorbecki, Brandon Raborti, Kitchens, Wisconsin Public Television. Ross Gerbasi, Jessica Plummer, Kids Overview, Bitter Jester Studios, and Threaded Films. Steve Bailey, James Kartner, Brady Hyde, Christopher Kemnick, Mac McLaughlin, The Jam Set Design, WCIU. Tim Saunders, Composite, Broadcast Design International, Inc., and WBBM.
And the Emmy goes to Philip Ashby, Rodney Lambright, Brian Lorbicki, Brandon Raborti, Kitchens, Wisconsin Public Television.
This is the same kitchen I've known from clear back to my grasshopper-sized days in Sampson Township. These are not the kitchens of slick magazines and stainless steel appliances. These are the kitchens of clutter and stack, of the dish rag hung and the pans piled, of the countertop bucket spilling onion husks and potato peels. Company is happily received with no preemptive clearing of the decks.
Great. I want to say thank you very much for this award. Also, the Kansas City room is now over in table 9 and 10, just to let you know. We moved into the actual ballroom, so it's been great. I want to thank my animation team, Rodney Lambright, Brandon Raborti, and Brian Lorbecki, and also executive producers, Christine Sloan Miller and Erica Janik, and also to my fiance, Carolyn, over there. So, thank you. Have a great night.
And category number 23, audio. The nominees are
Cody Baker, Composite, Fighting Irish Media. Masaki Araya, Andrew Twiss, Get Happy, Angela Ingersoll sings Judy Garland, HMS Media.
And the Emmy goes to Cody Baker, Composite, Fighting Irish Media.
Hockey makes no sense. It's cold and it's hot. It's slow. Under a minute to play. And it's lightning fast. Sometimes it takes finesse. Sometimes it takes brute force.
On behalf of the incredibly talented Cody Baker and all of the team that supports him, thank you.
For category 24, lighting, the nominees are
Thomas Godar, The Experience with Deidre Jones, WTTW. Jeff DeVries, A Call for Freedom, TLN and 42 Media. Cody Baker, Jonathan Cotton, Zach Dutka, Takato Mizutani, Randy Orrick, Composite, Fighting Irish Media.
And the Emmy goes to Jeff DeVries, A Call for Freedom, TLN 42 Media.
The church was important, God was important. His parents were rather harsh. He talks about how he was beaten until the blood came, even though he had just stolen a nut.
My father once whipped me so hard I ran away. I hated him until he finally managed to win me back.
Good evening. Didn't expect that. I was up against a good friend, Tom Godar, who, I love Tom Godar. He taught me a lot by letting me just watch what he's doing. I'd first like to thank the Lord who's given me meaning and motivation to do what I do. I'd like to thank my bosses, Jerry Rose, Debbie Frazier, Greg Bogdan. I'd like to thank the producers of NRB TV, Moody Church, Erwin Lutzer. I'd like to thank the team, Nick and Pam, and Joel Maines, who's got this, in my mind, he wants to get it good, not just get it done. I want to thank Clay Horsfall and Mike Arman for their assistance in this project. And I want to thank again Tom and guys like Jim Sipple and Jeff Parks and Dave Jousman and Bob Barwigan, who convinced me to enter along with Pam because I thought my stuff was garbage. And they just saw it and they said, you got to enter. And so I appreciate that. And I want to thank my wife at home, who's with my two real trophies, Buddy and Charlie. Charlie's at home right now battling leukemia. And so this one's for my wife, who is doing the real work. Thank you.
And now, category 25, directing. The nominees are
Pat Gostel, 20, Cubs Productions. Adam Donaldson, Composite, Fighting Irish Media. Joel Maines, A Call for Freedom, TLN and 42 Media. Nicholas DeGrazia, Cal's Angels, Got Hope, Bitter Jester Studios. Stephen Novak, Man of the People, WGN. Ivan Garcia and Alessandra Martin, Faces of 2017 and Secrets of an Entrepreneur, WGBO. Jodane Massad, Composite, Fighting Irish Media.
And the Emmy goes to? There's two winners, Pat Gostel, 20 Cubs Productions, and Ivan Garcia, Alessandra Martin, Face of 2017, Secrets of an Entrepreneur, WGBO.
Those of you lucky enough to have witnessed this have seen something you might not see again.
As Chicago natives would say, it was a typically beautiful early May day. It was cloudy, it was gray, it was misty, it was raw.
Año de violencia, de balaceras, de atentados terroristas en Oriente y Occidente, de devastación, reconstrucción, ayudas que no llegan, familias separadas, vidas truncadas, humillación, corrupción, abusos, odio, más odio.
Sin embargo, 2017 también ha sido el año de
la lucha, la esperanza,
la superación.
First off, it's an honor to be up here for an individual award, but wouldn't be up here for without the Cubs Productions team, who do a great job of just putting together great content. So thank you.
I'm so honored. I'm so grateful. I think that we make a great team. Ivan Garcia. It's hard to start over in a different country. I'm from Spain. And thanks to Univision for believing in me. Thanks to my manager to believe in this crazy idea. And thanks to the whole crew of creative services. Sois los mejores. And that's it. And no, to my lovely husband, thank you so much. And to my son, my family, and my friends. So.
Just want to thank really quick and just mention that you cannot achieve anything without a great team. And we have a great team on Univision. And thanks to my wife, I love you. Bye.
And next up, category 26A, news editing. And the nominees are
Andrew Conkle, WITI. Morgan Wolf, WMTV. Dave Machuda, WITI.
And the Emmy goes to Andrew Conkle, WITI.
If you're thinking that face and voice seem familiar, it means you've been watching this station for a while. Bertha, a Milwaukee native, was an anchor and reporter for then TV6 News during the 1980s.
Indeed, China, Britain, and West Germany.
She knows the power of a story well told.
Here in the United States,
when her kids were born, she did more time-friendly work. Medical video narrations, corporate training videos, and commercials. Her voice was in high demand.
I'm speechless. What an honor to just be nominated in this category with Dave Machuda, who is a master. And Morgan, our friends from Madison, WMTV. Just I'm speechless. For those of you who know me, this has been a crazy year with a lot of challenges. And I appreciate everyone's support, getting me through it, no more so than my wife, Lisa. Thank you for understanding everything I've gone through, the long hours. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
For category 26B, program editing, the nominees are
Darren Mulkowski, Cook, Plate, Dine, WMVS. Jordan Arsenault, Market Fisheries, Chicago's Best, Oak Brook Productions. Tad Hathaway, Before the Tournament Run, All Access with the Loyola Ramblers, 312 Media and CollegeInsider.com. Brian Callies, A City at War, Chicago, Chicago Marine Heritage Society and Brian Callies Productions. Jordan Arsenault, 10,000 Hour Volunteer, Windy City Live, WLS. Joel Maines, A Call for Freedom, TLN and 42 Media. Kane Faribaugh, A Golden Cross to Bear, A Story of the 33rd Division in World War I, Kane Star Productions and WTVP. Mike Janowski, Chicago's Best Italian Beef, Jazz & Company, Electronic Post, Oak Brook Productions.
And the Emmy goes to Joel Maines, A Call for Freedom, TLN, 42 Media.
Here's the kind of documents that people would bring to Luther to show him that they had received full remission of their sins.
So he's hearing about his congregants going and buying these indulgences, and he's hearing about how Tetzel is preaching indulgences.
Hear ye, but for a few pence. Your mother and your father who are in purgatory, they would want to be free.
Again, I'm just amazed, so gratified by this. You know, editing, when you do your craft well, it kind of, you don't want to be noticed, which also means that sometimes the flashier things win the awards. And I'm grateful for that. I love fast editing. I love to do it. I love to watch it. I'm in awe of it often. But over an hour, it's hard to sustain that, and you have to use other things to keep people's minds where you want to go. And I'm just really gratified for this, because it shows that the people judging said, yeah, that has value too, and sustaining something over a long period of time. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Good night.
And for category 26C, promo PSA, commercial editing, and the nominees are
Cody Baker, Composite, Fighting Irish Media. Karen Kulowitz, Shimmick, The Jam and the U, WCIU. Kane Faribaugh, A Golden Cross to Bear, A Story of the 33rd Division in World War I, Kane Star Productions and WTVP.
And the Emmy goes to Cody Baker, Composite, Fighting Irish Media.
The story of Newt Rockney, the Rock of Notre Dame. He did much to make football the thrilling game and spectacle it is today. His teams dazzled the crowds with machine-like backfield shifts and stabbing thrusts across the line. He brought speed and deception to the game and developed the forward pass into a deadly weapon. Newt Rockney made Notre Dame's football teams the most famous and most feared in the country.
Once again, on behalf of the incredibly talented Cody Baker, thank you very much.
And now the chair of the Silver Circle Selection Committee, Cheryl Stutzky.
Silver Circle is a who's who of broadcasting, both on camera and behind the scenes. It was established by the TV Academy to recognize individuals who have devoted 25 years or more to the television industry and who have made significant contributions to local television. We want to congratulate Wisconsin honorees who were inducted last month in Milwaukee, and tonight we announced Chicago's Silver Circle class of 2019, who will be inducted next May.
5 veteran Wisconsin broadcasters were inducted into the Silver Circle in Milwaukee last month. They are Kent Aschenbrenner, based at WTMJ Milwaukee. Kent is the Senior Director of Engineering for Scripps Media, overseeing television and radio stations across the country. As Director of Photography, John Ivan Lazarevic is responsible for excellent videography at Milwaukee's WISN TV, a station he joined in 1984. Another photojournalist, Mickey Leach, has won multiple awards as the lead sports photographer for WITI Fox 6 in Milwaukee. Hank Stoddard, WTMJ's sports broadcasting legend, is known by both fans and athletes as extremely knowledgeable, fair, and always entertaining. And Jay Wilson brings his love of reporting on high school and college sports to WISC TV Madison and to the Big Ten Network. Congratulations to this year's Wisconsin Silver Circle honorees. And now, the Television Academy is proud to announce Chicago's Silver Circle honorees, who will be inducted in May of 2019. They are Ed Collins and Jim Kehoe, who were stagehands at NBC5 for more than 4 decades. Unsung TV veterans responsible for building, lighting, and staging sets for hundreds of iconic Chicago television programs. Dolores Mebane won more than 100 awards from local organizations during her 30 years at WMAQ-TV, working in editorials, programming, and community affairs. Peter Nolan, longtime political reporter and commentator at WBBM and WMAQ, thrived on the City Hall beat and on his opinion franchises, Nolan's Notebook and Viewpoint. Monica Schneider is a consummate storyteller who's graced CLTV since its launch in 1993, with compelling narratives and solid anchoring of extended live news coverage. For more than 2 decades at CBS2, Bob Wallace introduced viewers to unique people and places, with features like Back Roads and Where's Wallace, while garnering 8 Emmys. TV executive extraordinaire Fred Weintraub champions young broadcast professionals, while bringing creativity and enthusiasm to Weigel Broadcasting. And finally, we will induct 4 television greats who are no longer with us. Dick Marks, pianist and composer, responsible for some of the most popular TV ad jingles in the 60s and 70s, as well as the Chicago Blackhawks fight song, Here Come the Hawks. Jeff McGrath was a gifted broadcast executive who served as ABC7's program director for nearly a decade, before running WYCC for the City Colleges of Chicago. Clifton and Frayne Utley are being honored with the Silver Circle's Pioneer Award for their groundbreaking on-camera work in the earliest days of television news. Congratulations to all of Chicago's 2019 Silver Circle honorees.